you know, shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Dave Chappelle said that the reparations was given out.
Yeah.
He said KFC just is expanding all over the stock market. He said Newport cigarettes, record label, 200,000 record labels opened up today. It's just simple shit that Jake, and that's Jake trying to make money off the things.
Right.
Trying to figure out how to make money.
Yeah.
You know, this is not how the point of it is Jake gave it all back. That it don't lie in monetary value. That's why this thing is not about monetary value. This thing's about spiritual value and wisdom. You have some.
Ciroc 31 and 1 in the GNT. Worrying about money will make you lose weight and lose sleep. Worrying about business will keep you from sleeping just as surely as a serious illness does. That's why that parable that was spoken of in Luke 12 about that rich man whose field brought forth plentifully. In the end, you know, when he was receiving all those increase, all that increase, he thought the Lord was dealing with him. You know, but what did he say? Let my soul take ease. Let me, you know, kick up my feet pretty much. But in the end, he was considered a fool because that's all his mind was geared towards. He completely forgot about the will of the Heavenly Father. You know, but he didn't know that his soul would be required by the end of that night. But all he could think about was, what am I going to do with all of this?
Yeah. It's like it takes a toll on your body when your spirit is not resting. Because all that's being consumed is the thought of maintaining and keeping it.
Right.
That you're willing to you know, work, you know, tireless nights, days, don't take no stops, no rest, no nothing. Like I remember we was talking about it months ago, that end up that had that restaurant.
Working 7 days a week.
She was working 7 days a week trying to get it out the mud, and you know, and then she started to, I'm pretty sure she was very boastful in her lifestyle. Like, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm proud, I'm single, I make my own money, I'm the breadwinner, and all that other shit. Then the moment when she was trying to go and take a break or vacation, the Lord took her damn spirit, sent her back to the spiritual realm. So you did all that labor just to die and leave it to who?
She didn't even have no kids.
To eat.
Yeah, you have nobody to leave it to.
You don't even have a chance to write a will or anything, man.
Yeah.
Well, she ain't have no kids anyway. But like that saying goes, more money, more problems. For example, you get a certain amount of money. Before you had that money, you wasn't thinking about buying this, that, and the third because that was outside of your bracket. But when you get that money, now you're thinking about what I can do with it. You know, what other things I got access to now. And not only that, okay, now I got to protect this money. There's a lot of people that's looking at me now. They see I have this money. They gonna try to come get it. Now I gotta, you know, move money around. I gotta get it safe. I gotta get arms and, you know, all this.
And it's deeper than that because Esau sets a system up where if you make a certain amount of money, you have to spend a certain amount of money, put a certain amount of money back into the system, and you have to, or you get, or you're gonna take it. And Edomites, they know the game. They made the game where they'll set up shell companies and LLCs to act like they working and they lost so much money, so they
money back
right. They got the whole game in their favor. We don't.
Set up them tax
They got all kind of tax loopholes for Edomites. Like, for example, if an Edomite has stocks or whatever, and they take a position in government, you know, they get to get their cash out their stock options tax free. So if you got, you know, I got X amount of stock in Apple and what's that one, Nvidia or some shit. You got, you know, say you bought it super low, you got maybe a half a billion in stocks, cash free. Tax free, because you took a government position. Got, you know, so that's just one loophole that these Edomites have, that they're able to circumvent the law. Where you niggas don't got, Jake don't got that. Jake not thinking like that, because Jake got, you know, you got to hire a small hat to do your books, to be your accountant, and on the back end, you think he's for your best interest. No, he pocketing 10% every transaction. Talking about, oh, it was this for this, it was for this, and Jake don't have the wherewithal to do their own research and study, so they get taken every time.
They don't teach us that in school. They don't teach you how to finance your money, your finances.
Right.
And they don't teach you the laws, and they don't teach you shit. They teach you just how to be obedient. An obedient worker.
Yep.
I was gonna bring up the scripture: "A fool and his money shall soon be departed." Basically, a fool. If you're a fool and you got money, you're gonna be broke soon.
That's the same.
What was that in Timothy where it says they that be rich fall into temptations and a snare, and diverse hurtful lust. You fall into all type of
Because
scams.
you ain't never had no discipline you know.
You fall into all type of scams.
Yeah.
You fall into all type of devices, man. But Esau, he finds loopholes, like brothers are saying. He got whole tax havens down in Central America.
Yeah.
Panama, Costa Rica, you know, offshore entities where they don't have to deal with any corporate taxes on anything, you know.
Yeah. The laws only apply to the poor.
Yep.
They're not ruling themselves by the same laws that we're governed by. You know. It's the rich against the poor.
Yeah.
It's always been like that.
The scriptures say the borrower is servant unto the lender. Borrower is subject to the lender.
The rich hate the poor, and vice versa.
Proverbs.
That's how it's gonna be in the kingdom of heaven too.
Yeah.
Because these Christians, they think everybody gonna be on an equal playing field.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's gonna be rich and poor. That's how the Lord set it up. It's the duality of the Lord.
It's gonna be rulers and servants.
Right.
Is that Proverbs 23:6 in NKJV, King James? It says, "Do not eat the bread of a miser, nor desire his delicacies." When you go into that word miser in the online edit, it says miser. It says a miserable or unhappy person.
Scrooge.
Yeah. It says, yeah.
Penny pincher is another word.
It says here,
Big arm.
it says a money raker. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Scrooge.
I got one to back you up too. Proverbs 22:7. The rich ruleth over the poor, and the borrower is servant to the lender. Another quick one. Ecclesiasticus 13:19. As a wild ass is a lion's prey in the wilderness, so the rich eat up the poor. Like,
That's it. The job of
That's
the
what
rich
the
is
bankers
to-
have been.
to take the money.
Super rich, the billionaires, the corporate elite. From 2020 up until now, all these different agendas that's been carried out was to actually make these corporate owners become bigger billionaires, while demolishing the middle class. They're going to create a society where there's no middle class at all.
Yeah.
It's just either you're rich or you're just poor. You either have or you don't have anything. And what's the motto that they have been saying the last 5 years? You will own nothing and you will be happy. So they really want everybody to have nothing. They damn near want you to be homeless. Yeah, fully dependent.
As if he's the most high.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man.
Basically, the NWO is hell on earth. Okay, that's what it is. It ain't gonna be. These people lie all the time. Why would we believe that we're gonna be happy by owning nothing? How?
They're saying that captivity is going to be happy, good for you. You're going to be happy in digital servitude. You know, where every carbon emission that's traceable is going to be taxed. All the money that you earn is going to be programmable. control.
They gonna take theirs before you get yours.
Yeah.
Like you take out the taxes out your check.
Yeah.
You know, you when you get your check, if you owe for a parking ticket, a moving violation, taxes, that shit gone already. Child support.
Yeah, just imagine, right? Because they're setting up a technocracy. So just imagine if you're going past a speed limit, you ain't got to worry about the flashing lights behind you.
Oh yeah.
There's probably a nearby sensor that can read the speed meter on your dashboard. Yeah. That shows that you went past the speed limit. So instead of somebody pulling you over and writing you a ticket, it just immediately come out your account. A reduction right out your account.
They had those type. It was similar in California where they had. If you ran a red light,
You get a ticket.
the fucking thing would take a photo of your license plates and they'd mail you a ticket.
Yep.
They're gonna have it where through this military technology that they're rolling out, Palantir and Gideon, where they're gonna know if you're under the influence just by your retina.
Yeah, we watched all this already on Black Mirror. So the idea has been out there. It ain't like we're just pulling this out our ass.
And then disable your car while you're driving.
That's what it said. Impaired, do not engage the car. It said that because he had the grain that they called it, but he had a chip in his head. He was faded. He crashed like 2-3 times.
And they're gonna give you this.
Insurance is now no longer valid under this. It said, if I recall.
They're gonna give you this illusion that it's safer. The world is safer now. You know, we don't have drunk drivers. We don't have PDFs, and they're gonna make it seem like this is your whole utopian society. And a lot of people want to give into it. Like, you know, that's government. That's you know, this is what we need. This is the world that we want.
I got a precept. Psalm 56:6. They gather themselves together. They hide themselves. They mark my steps, and they wait for my soul. The NLT has said they come together to spy on me, watching my every step, eager to kill me.
And how they're watching your every step, watching it digitally.
Yeah.
Everything's going digital. Like, it sounds funny what I'm about to say. You're talking about that carbon tax. They don't know if you didn't pass gas too many times. You must have too much protein in your diet.
Well, they're doing it to cows.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, so what more exactly?
Exactly.
That's all going to be part of your credit. Your credit.
Sound funny though.
Credit score.
When you were saying it, it reminded me. Like he'll do it to where, like you said, the automatic deduction. He'll just send a notification to your phone.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is what it's for. Yeah, your bank.
Yeah, it's gonna get more sinister than that. You know, this deductions, you know, some retarded shit. You know, they might limit, you know, what you can get in the grocery store.
Oh yeah, they're gonna do that. And not only that, but they're gonna be able to control what you can actually get. Like they're already testing it out with the new SNAP benefit system. You try to buy some junk food, put it through the scanner and buy it with your SNAP benefits. It's gonna deny it because it's not meant to. They pretty much put the stipulations on you. You can only buy this or that, but you can't buy that. You know. Like if you try to use food stamps to buy paper towels and aluminum foil, no, you can't use it with that.
Candy.
Yeah, you can't buy that with that. That doesn't cover that. So this is the lifestyle that they're saying that you're gonna be happy about. You know, you will own nothing and you will be happy.
You know, Jake get that GMO shit, but you still got, you know, this candy and stuff and Sprouts. You know, that's somewhat healthy. You know?
Chocolate, you know.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's no way to live.
But see, but that's why going back, and that's why I was gonna have the brother get second marriage at 16. You gotta all of the
That's 40, right?
the earthly, the things that is this world, man. You gotta cut yourself off from it. Don't like Paul said, I bring under my body and put it under subjection, so that you don't fall to these things when this devil tries to tempt you. So you're gonna have to be under the mindset of, even though I have these things, I'm gonna be as one that don't have them.
Exactly. So they're not gonna affect me if I have them.
Right.
And if I lose them, it's not gonna affect me if I lose them.
Right.
That's what 1 Corinthians 7 chapter.
Yeah.
Yep. Goes into that a little bit.
I got that in second Ezra 16. Second Ezra 16 and 40.
GNT?
Oh, GNT.
You want GNT, didn't you?
You didn't read this.
Yeah, just right.
He read it. Okay.
Second Ezra.
So, I'm going through the book, so bear with me.
Second Ezra 16 and 40.
Yeah. The GNT.
Second Ezra 16 and 40. Listen to my message, my people, and get ready for the battle. When the disasters come, you must live as people whose home is not in this world.
Like a soldier.
Yep.
Like straight up like a soldier, man.
See, like live like pilgrims in the KJV. Yep. 41.
You know that ain't your life, so you gotta be ready to move on. This ain't it. This is just where I'm at right now. I got something to do here. This is over. I got something to do in the next spot, but I'm trying to get back to where we're trying to get to the next life.
Remember when the Lord was warning them about 70 AD? And he was basically telling them, hey man, when the city gets surrounded by the Roman military, y'all better get the hell up out of here. And don't take nothing with you. Leave everything and flee. Get up out of there. Flee to the mountains, man.
I was 30 some odd years.
Yeah. Is anybody that stuck around because they wanted to protect their fort?
Yeah, look at
They wanted to protect the possessions, the provisions. None of them made it.
yeah, look, 70 AD.
Yeah. And guess what? The Romans ended up plundering anyway. They slaughtered them and they took our stuff out the temple. So you go ahead.
Okay. Merchants must not expect to make profit from what they sell. They must be ready to run for their lives. Their customers must expect to lose whatever they buy. Whosoever builds a house shall not plan to live in it. Farmers should not expect to harvest their crops or pick their grapes. Those who marry must not expect to have children, and those who do not marry must live as they have been widowed. Anything that is done will be useless. Foreigners will harvest the crops, seize the wealth, tear down the houses, and carry off the children as slaves. Anyone who has
Bill Gates, man, one of them. They bought up all the farmland. They basically, taking all their farmland and putting all kind of abominations in vegetation. Here you go. They got the vaccine.
Anyone who has children will be bringing them up to be slaves or to die of starvation. Anyone who makes money will do so only to see it violently taken away.
See, this is when Jake want to get serious. When all this shit happened. Where the prophets gonna be? The prophets ain't gonna be on the corners doing what we're doing now. They ain't gonna have that luxury no more. Most High closed the doors of salvation. Of grace. So where you niggas gonna be at? You just gonna be waiting to die. Whatever plague the Lord got in store for you, you just gonna have to accept it. Lord called, you didn't take care. You didn't take heed.
Like all the things that the brother was reading and mentioning, these are the things that Jake cares. They prioritize that over this.
Cover that.
Yeah. They passed up on the message just to tend to these things that the brother is reading. The Lord noted all that. You pass on listening to us. You pass the camps. You pass on watching the videos and getting edified because your vineyard, your business, your money making, the property you bought, a woman that you just married, or whatever the case may be. That was more important to you at the time.
Hey, I seen one that Jake and the Jordans, he was here last week. I seen walking past. Man. With the braids.
Yeah.
He going down partying and shit. But he was here last week walking by, going to do some, partying and shit down there. That same, passing to the prophets, that same thought gonna hit his mind when all hell breaks loose.
That's it.
That's a perfect example.
Okay, it reads, the more possessions people gather, the more they spend on their cities and houses, the more attention they give to their personal appearance, the more angry the Lord will become with them because of their sin. Yep. This is what the Lord says.
Just like the Lord is setting these devils up, because the elite they didn't hoarded so much riches to themselves. You done plundered all the earth, and now you got your bunkers ready with storage units miles long, and you think that you're gonna make your escape, but all that is the Lord setting you up because it's gonna be handed over to the meek, the poor. How you rich men?
You gotta restore everything.
Yeah.
When somebody's stealing at a fucking anywhere at a store, they're trying to walk out with everything. They have to they get caught. They have to give everything back. They have to everything that they have in their possession.
Everything they stored up for themselves
is taken away. So they have to give it back.
Yeah. And you Jakes, you want to fight to maintain your little peanuts, the little crumbs that fall from the master's table. But just imagine how much Esau is getting ready to lose.
Right.
Yeah.
He has the world, but he's getting ready to lose that. And you niggas fighting for a piece of a crumb that falls from the master's table.
This nigga he gonna take it out on y'all ass.
Yeah. That's insane.
Do you like that's a funny joke, but who's that he did on what's his name did to Christopher Williams on
New Jack City.
Never did because he right there close.
Yeah.
Then at the end he blamed him for the whole shit. He's the real head of everything that was going on.
Kareem Akbar.
Kareem Akbar. That's how you gonna do Jake.
Yeah.
You that close to him.
I got a precept. Job 20:15. He has swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. Yahweh shall cast them out of his belly.
One more time.
Verse 15, Job 20:15. I'll read NLT. They will vomit the wealth they swallow. Yahweh won't let them keep it down.
They're gonna vomit it up.
Because everything top elites, we stole from us. During the Dark Ages, had all the riches out there in Europe, stole it from us. Now you say you're the queens and kings of England and shit. You got them crowns and different scepters of gold, precious metals, precious stones. You got that from Jake, man, the Southern King. And when you Edomites, conquistadors came over here, to islands, Hispaniola, Puerto Rico, Cuba, Dominican Republic, also the mainland of Americas. It was a rich place, man. Our people were already on it, man. You stole everything.
He wanted to vomit it up.
Yeah.
You think those Egyptian pharaohs that tried to bury their riches with themselves, you think they just gonna get the rest of the tomb with that? No. Everything on earth was set up for us and our benefit. So we get all that back. We get it all back. Okay? It's not a heathen that's gonna get this boast over that I got this off of. Oh, y'all remember that movie Sinners?
Yeah.
You shot, nigga, you shot me. He goes, I can't let his word get out there that you stole from the smokestack.
Yeah.
That's like, Jake, we can't let you walk away without a scar. You know, that you almost robbed us.
You're gonna take everything back, and also your manpower, which is your energy. You know, building up the kingdom of heaven.
This man, he plundered the whole earth. He really did that.
Ancient landmarks.
Yeah. When you leave all the resources to a small group of people while leaving the rest of the people destitute, that's going to cause nothing but friction. It's going to cause a very violent, chaotic environment. Well, all the people are going to be fighting for scraps of limited resources.
Remember they did that test with the rats?
Yeah. That's what happens.
And compared it to Jake in the projects in the hood, in the ghettos, and the barrios.
And it started off with it was only a small amount of the rats, and it was all functioning normally.
They kept the system going. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
As soon as they like bred them and made it to where the numbers increased and it was on top of each other, that's when the violence started and it started. You know, it was tension.
You got niggas that actually think that Jake has a level playing field with a so-called white person.
Right.
You know?
Think they can really get it out the mud and pull it up by the bootstraps.
Yeah, that's these, Republican conservative niggas.
What's the nigga? Anton Daniel niggas.
Yeah, Tommy Sotomayor think the same way.
So, Sirach 10, I'll start here at 7. Pride is hateful before Yahweh and man, and by both doth one commit iniquity. Verse 8, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
That's what's gonna happen. Saul got this kingdom by rape, rob, and murder, and lies, deception. And that's not how you get that's not how you get the kingdom. A kingdom in righteousness. That type of kingdom is not gonna basically have longevity. You're gonna get your little season to rule, rule in wickedness, and that was all set up by the Most High anyway. Alright, but the righteous kingdom set up under Yahweh Shai, that's gonna be eternal. Because all the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Heavenly Father, how to govern this planet, is going to be full 100% in effect, execute. So that's how the kingdom of Yahweh Shai, going to be. That's how it's going to be eternal, lasting kingdom. All right.
I got a quick one. So Proverbs chapter 28 in the NLT, verse 2 says, when there is moral rot within a nation, its government topples easily. But wise and knowledgeable leaders bring stability.
Yeah. Wise leaders. We had that 40 years under King David, another 40 under King Solomon. And that's it. That was basically the whole world ruled in righteousness. 80 years, man. All the rest of the years under heathenness, the rulership. And they all got the kingdom, and they kingdom of the planet Earth, and they failed. Another nation took them over. So yeah, how it goes, man. But Esau is going down. Man.
Yep. We see the moral rot within the government.
And in the people, man.
The people. Yeah, because the government, as the king is, so is its officers, and so on and so on.
Yeah, what's that? Matthew 24. How Shah said, if you don't come back, there's no flesh gonna be saved, man. That's why you have to shorten the days, man, for the elect saints.
That's the vision. It takes wisdom, the wisdom of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua to rule planet Earth, man. To know what to do with the resources, with all the oil. That oil is gonna have a different function.
Yeah, the oil is the blood of the earth.
You know?
I actually seen something on social media. Scientists, they took basically it's a different camera. It's like a different camera they had, and they actually seen like the infrared of the earth or whatever, and the earth was beating, like it had a heart. You know? So the earth is a spirit, man. The earth has a spirit, man. It's a living organism.
And let's say the inhabitants of the earth, one of Proverbs 29. People born
righteous earth with earth.
Yeah. The earth. And then you go to Isaiah 14. It's talking about the trees and the earth.
Cedar, fir trees, Lebanon.
Yeah, what's that? Romans 8. Romans 8 said, "Earth warneth."
Yep.
I mean, earth grown.
For the creature waiting for the manifestation of the Son of the Most High.
And that's crazy when the Lord used the analogies of certain material objects or even animals or just nature in itself to cry out and witness against the wickedness of Esau and his wicked oppression and exploitation and greed. The earth is crying out against this devil.
Literally, the waters are raging, the weather's getting. They talk about this week, the weather about to be out of control.
Yeah. You got the doomsday fish. The whore
that
fish.
come up from the way at the bottom.
There's like been a few of them. I want to say like 3 or 4 in the past.
That's very rare, man.
It's upset.
These are all signals that the world is exhausted of Esau's rule.
Tired of your bullshit.
The whole earth is exhausted, man.
It's a cancer, man. Cancer is this man is a cancer to the world.
You know what that fish has to go through to get to the beach, bro? Just the pressure difference alone. That's why you see when fishermen they'll catch a bunch of those deep sea fish, the ones that basically glow in the dark, their eyes will pop out because the pressure difference will literally make their eyes bulge, man. So it's going through all those different zones just to not be able to breathe, man. You know, the beach
Rather
is
die.
Yeah, rather die.
I'd rather die than to be under this wicked ruler, man.
Romans 8 hit hard when you said it.
If I could get this one, this is another analogy. This is in Habakkuk 2, where it says Habakkuk 2 and verse 9. It says, "Woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house." And you got the house of the Rothschilds, the house of everything that pertains to them, their riches, their wealth, or their power. That's all part of their house. It says that he may set his nest on high. His military, his corporations, right? That he may be delivered from the power of evil. Though thou hast consulted shame.
That's the analogy right there with the nest. Why does the bird put a nest up in the tree? To be safe from all of the ground predators.
It says, thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people. Now, how has he done that? Through wars, through slavery, plunder.
Drugs,
abortions,
Yep.
etc.
It says, and has sinned against thy soul, and this is the point right here, for the stone shall cry out. So in Isaiah 14 it says that even a tree is going to be like, oof, a feller, no fellers come up against us.
Because every other season, they're cutting down some trees, man. You know?
Yeah. It says, for the stone shall cry out of the wall. and the beam out of the timber shall answer it. And like, because this is it's kind of giving a allegory for the things that Esau has taken with violent force, and now it's pretty much used against him as a receipt of his oppression. You know. Now, when you go to the chat, it actually elaborates on what that actually means. It says, the line, for the stone cry out of the wall and the beam of the timber shall answer it, comes from the book of Habakkuk 2:11 in the Bible. It's part of a prophecy where Prophet Habakkuk condemns the people, especially powerful rulers, who build wealth and security through violence, injustice, and exploitation. It's always some shit every minute.
Yeah.
It says, the verse uses personification, giving human qualities to objects. It says stone in the wall, meaning the stones used to build a house. Beam in the timber, the wooden beams supporting it. These parts of the building are described as crying out and answering each other.
The most basic fundamental foundations of the earth. Crying out.
Yep. It says the idea is that even the materials of the house testify against the injustice used to build it.
The dirt ones, bro.
Yep.
Shit.
Hey, the sinkholes. Because you're bleeding out the earth. So that's how the earth is crying out. is by sinking in.
You got another example, chemtrails, all these chemicals you saw spraying the air when it rains. The rain comes down to the soil and it's all fucking radiated, all type of bullshit in it.
Plant can't thrive to hold stuff together.
The chlorophyll and the sunlight can't even grow properly.
We got my chlorophyll.
Everything's polluted.
Yep. It says a house built with, it's like it says in context, the previous verse, Habakkuk 2:9-10, condemns someone who builds a secure house by plundering others. So the meaning is roughly a house built with oppression, stolen wealth, or bloodshed cannot hide its guilt. The very stones and beams will metaphorically testify about the wrongdoing. In other words, the evidence of injustice is built into the structure itself. So look at what he's done with, the material wealth as a result of all these wars. All these wars that he funded.
It's based on lies.
Yeah.
All his wars are based on a lie.
Yeah.
You can't make war based on lies, man. It has to be based on truth.
You saw him build up a whole city on a man's grave or some shit.
Yep.
Spirits all unrestful. Body it's coming up to the surface.
Well, there's about 80,000 Palestinians buried under rubble. And he's already bringing out blueprints of the greater Israel.
Put some cement on these
You know?
Yeah, you gonna put a smart city over a grave site.
A smart city over a grave site.
niggas.
A burial site.
Yep.
You know? How fucking wicked is that?
Hey, but it's no different than what he did to Jake. He slaughtered Jake, pushed them out of their own neighborhoods that Jake built, and then turned them into lakes.
Seneca Village.
Devil's Principle.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Still in Carolina.
Yeah, the Seneca Village, he slaughtered Jake over there and then turned it into Central Park.
Yep. Which is like the wealthiest, one of the wealthiest places on earth.
Yep.
Like you can't, none of us can afford to even rent a fucking room there.
Home to him that established the city with blood.
It was one.
That's in Beckers.
It was one in Rosewood. His brother said Carolina one. It was like a Black Wall Street before Black Wall Street.
Yeah. Those Jakes were Republican too.
Yeah.
There's cities that are lakes now.
Lakes. Yeah.
This,
It was that. Remember that one place and it was like on that map in New World Behind. Carnivore or something, and it was showed like people who researched it.
Native American.
Right, Native American. Yeah. Yep.
Y'all remember that? Y'all in Ohio, somewhere like that?
Yep. All places that was inhabited by Gad and Reuben. And
What's so fucked up about it is
QR code there.
they name a lot of those states after Jake. Iowa, Illinois. Those are actual Native American. They go back to Native American names. Yeah.
well, Mexico City was like the heart of the Aztec Empire. And they flooded that place, man, and built basically on top of it. On top of the ruins, on top of the bodies. Just everywhere in the world.
Everything that so all that he's built on top of all that bloodshed is just it's a witness against Esau's wickedness. You know, it's a monument of Esau's wrongdoing. That's why he wants to take down certain things, certain monumental things, because he wants to wipe away that shame. Museums, yeah.
Like you did that lesson on they took down the slaves like shit in some park.
Yeah,
Smithsonian.
Yeah. Philly.
Yeah, Philly.
Yeah, man. But going back, it says the passage teaches that injustice cannot stay hidden. The Most High sees and will judge wrongdoing. Even things meant to symbolize power and security, like a strong house or empire, can become witnesses against their builders. And Esau built all this with blood.
You're reading about him?
Yeah. So all of it, it's all crying out as a testament to Esau's wickedness, man.
I got something.
And here it is. The earth is crying out against them. The providence of the Lord is crying out against them. But 2/3 of these people is trying to save them
And lift them up.
and give them false hope. So you see why the Lord's going to do away with 2/3 of our people. Because the earth doesn't agree with you people, man. The animals don't agree with you.
Nature itself.
Nature. You're going against nature. When you trying to save these devils and make them holy like you, and you want them to rule with you and be saved, when they're doing all this wickedness in the earth.
It's getting to a point where you can't ignore it. Before, Esau, they had, certain, the social media, the media wasn't as prevalent as it is in everyone's life now. Where, you got TikTok where you got Edomites exposing, hey, this is what they're putting in your food. This is what they did. They're bringing out the history that we were referring to, some of the history points. You can't refute this devil's wicked ass past anymore. You can't say, oh, well, some of them are good. Like, no, but the ones that they always like to say, oh, well, they didn't have slaves and that shit. Well, you benefited from it.
It was mainly Amalek.
Right.
The tiny hats. They the ones that funded the slave trade, and not only that, but a lot of them that was on this side, they owned slaves.
It's just like a business.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I don't live down here on the plantation, but I got, Joe Smo running it.
Right.
And they had the whole network where they, process this sugar cane, process this cotton, tobacco, indigo, all these.
Like when the Babylonians took down Jerusalem in their time, it was the Babylonians that did it, but who was complicit and tried to benefit from that. that said raise it, raise it. You know, that was Esau. So the same way they tried to benefit from that, and you devils, you benefited from what Amalek did. Because of what your forefathers done, and how they benefited from it is how you even got your America. It's how you got way far above our people when it comes to the financial disparity.
Right. And they're pissed because they got a 400-year head start. We still caught up. Imagine that. Imagine running a marathon and you start, it's 26 miles. That's like all my brothers seen the highlight of the marathon that happened a few weeks ago in LA, where the guy was behind and caught his ass at the tape. That's us. We're gonna catch your ass at the tape. You got, you hell, 26 out of 26 miles, you got a 25-mile head start. And Jake is still on your ass.
It's in the hair.
Yeah.
I have. There's Proverbs 17 and 15. It says, he that justifieth the wicked, he that condemneth the just, even they both are abomination to the Lord. Like the brother was saying, we have those of our people who see nothing wrong with this man. They have sympathy for the devil. You know? They believe he can change. I can change him.
That what irks me most. Cause Esau, he gonna do what he created to do. But you niggas, man, that love Esau, man, down to the rooter, to the tutor, man.
Yeah.
Man, I hate you. Perfect hate you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go.
Like, you got Israelites trying to clean up the image of this devil. Like, how?
Yeah.
The scriptures say, what the Lord have made crooked, who can make straight? Like these niggas gonna be the ones to reform the devil. How can that happen? You know?
Man, this nigga drinking blood.
Bro.
Y'all was a snake. You know that one?
Who will pity a
But I
charmer?
loved you and I nursed you back to
Like
health.
they just gonna stop this devil from kidnapping children
Yeah.
and putting them in trafficking rings. They just had to rescue 38 of them.
38 kids.
They gonna go.
And it didn't go on the news.
Yeah.
Niggas think they gonna counsel Esau.
Bro.
They gonna have an intervention.
Listen, we can do better. We believe you.
They got bloodlust you can't even imagine.
Jake is insane, man.
They're an abomination.
They're the same
You know?
devil they defended. That nigga take their organs.
We seen it at the table.
Take
How
their
much for your
organs.
black babies?
Take their
Start 500.
Take their kids' organs.
Life in here.
Traffic their kids. What is it?
Yeah, man. If you trying to justify them, and another word for justify is to make righteous.
Think about justice.
That's what the word. Somebody look that up. Where it says, "He that justified the wicked and condemned the just." Look up that word, justify. It literally means you're trying to make them righteous.
And here's the cold part. You can't make his moves righteous, so you make his moves. I mean, you can't make him do righteous moves, so you make the moves he make righteous.
But that's what the Christian church managed to do. They justify the wicked every day.
They're saying come as you are as part of it. That's justifying Jake's wickedness. Saying you don't have to clean up for the Lord. No. Just come in the filthy state that you've been wallowing or wallowing. Got that word justified. The word justified is 666 and 3. It says to be righteous, to be just, to be righteous in conduct and character, to make someone righteous, to do or bring justice.
Wait, what the hell is righteous about these devils?
He said they song was
Like seriously. What's righteous about them? You got the Christians. They spend all this time attacking us, right? But they don't ever have nothing to say about the Zionists.
How the Zionists treat the Christian.
That's the biggest elephant in the whole shit. How they when you read the things contained in that Talmud, they don't ever like to go into that. The things that they say about Hamashiach. Y'all don't ever go this hard at these people. They're telling, hey, what did Ted Cruz just say? Why you ain't going in on him? The way y'all going on us.
It's like a force field around them small heads.
It's insane.
They can believe whatever they want to believe, and you got to accept it.
It comes down to Edomite supremacy, man. It's about Edomite supremacy, because if these small hats were some type of dark-skinned people over there, oh, the condemnation, the outcry would be fucking heard worldwide from these American Christians, man.
It's really small hat supremacy. Then Edomite supremacy. You gotta believe what they believe, and trust what they trust, because they're the rabbis, and then
They're white.
yeah.
So everything associated with them is supposed to be pure, holy, separate. He is acting like no God was found in his mouth.
Oh, what's that in Psalms 36? Where it says, the fear of the Most High is not. Psalm 36 is like the first couple verses.
Yeah, the Psalms 36 at the top says, the transgression of the wicked saith within my heart that there is no fear of Yahweh before his eyes.
And the things that they do, they operate as if there is no God. Like they operate like atheists. Because if you're in fear of a God, you're gonna move a certain way. You're gonna have a certain moral code of righteousness. But these devils are straight up lawless. If you can drink blood and sexually assault children, you're fucking lawless. You don't have no morals. If you justify commit genocide, stealing and robbing people, you ain't got no morals, man.
What the elder Yasharamba said, they use the Bible when they want to justify war.
Yeah. Like BB used Amalek twice. He used it on Hamas, and then now he's using it. Well, if he's maybe the AI version of him, he's using it against Iran. But how are you imposing the Amalekites on two people groups that have no link, no ancestral link to these people? The Amalekites are descendants of Esau. Those Palestinians, they go back to Ishmael. The Iranians are Persian. They go back to Elam. So if you study the genealogies of the scriptures, you'll know that what BB's using is manipulation.
Right.
It's deception.
All are Semitic too.
And these are Semitic people groups. But he's using scriptures where it says to erase the memory of Amalek from the earth, or he will have a war with Amalek.
That sounds like a Christian. We only use it with a benefit.
Bro.
They try to throw that on us, but no, we use it the whole way.
Yeah, man.
praise on the people that don't read the Bible. They tell you about they read the Bible or they believe in it, but they don't go by it. They don't want you to read it.
That was it on that word, justify.
Yeah, so you trying to make the wicked righteous. The Lord's saying that you're an abomination. So Deacon Akkad, well, not Deacon, I don't even know what he go by now. Akkad and Hassad and who else? That's trying to Israelites that's teaching that Esau can make it. GOCC. Well, they found that clown, the leader, at the Grammy. So you know he's completely done. He was at the Grammys.
Apostle said previously he was saying it's wicked to be, in the music industry and be involved around those.
So he's going to win.
Yeah. What happened?
What happened, right? So yeah, hey man, our people are wicked.
That fucking club brought down the whole neighborhood.
Didn't we say before? No, but fuck it, it's just Eve that's keeping this shit.
The neighborhood is gone, bro.
Where have you seen? How many men have you seen in comparison to all these end-ups? All single aunties. That's all you see.
I hate this area now.
Bitch opened up the door and split the blunt. That's when we knew. Hey, it's feeling like a nigga with her hands, bro.
Hey, all these niggas getting judged. Because we've been here for years, man. We haven't seen this many niggas, foot traffic, over here before. So it's the Lord judging all these jakes, man. You rather go party or you rather go listen to the prophets? Try to save your souls, man.
It's the spirit. It's on the same street too. Right down the block. I got Habakkuk 2 and 4 in the TPT. Look at the proud, puffed up with pride. They are crooked to the core, but the righteous will live by his faith. Like the point you was going into, man. You can't try to justify who the Lord created to be wicked. Like it says in I think it's Sirach. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or such as coming out of wild beasts? You got a lot of Edomites. They try to get little baby lions and little baby bobcats and raise them up. A lot of them end up getting attacked, man. They keep them too long, trying to think they can domesticate a wild animal. The animal is gonna always the nature of that animal is always gonna come out.
Yeah. That's why they say those lions at the zoo and the circus and shit, they always attack.
Elephants and shit.
Primates.
Yeah, people that have animals in the house and shit, they regularly put in the backyard and got a room for them and fucking snatching off faces. One of them bit a bitch face off.
I seen Edomite had iguanas in his house. One day they got fucked up.
Big ass snakes. You got.
Remember, what was his name? The fucking Edomite that went into that church. Dylan Roof.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Dylan Roof can go to the Genesis church.
Did they forgive that nigga?
The family.
The same day, bro.
Yeah.
He wasn't in cuffs.
Yeah.
Even in the backseat of the police car.
Yeah, man. So some of these congregations they need some Dylan Roofs.
But if it was him, it's saying if you have opportunity, he would not be satisfied with blood. Take out one of their family members, not promoting it, but just if the shoes was on the other foot, if Jake, harmed Esau's family, if they got a chance, just look at that situation with the dude, the Jake that took out that cop that killed his son. When he was walking past, those police was looking at him like they wanted to hop on him right then and there. And you better believe when he got to the cell, they let him get his ass whooped by the police.
Yeah.
You got to be.
No mercy upon him.
Oh, what about that the one Jake that got ran over by that Edomite, and the Edomite drove back, not to check on the Jake to see if he was good. He was like 10 years old. He just came back to pick up his rear view mirror and drove off.
He got off.
And got off for it.
Yeah. Even the one that Jake he was lost. I think he might have been a Hamite, but still, he was lost. He was doing like deliveries and shit.
Yeah.
And he went into the dude's driveway, and then the dude shot at him.
Yeah.
He got off.
Yeah. Something the scripture says, who shall rouse him up? Some going to rouse Jacob eventually. It got to.
The wicked Israelites trying to save him.
Yeah.
And what's the guy named Paul Birdsong? We like Paul Birdsong, we just don't like you just follow him like he's some great prophet or something. We want him to do what he needs to do.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that not in promoting violence, but
Forgot about that.
Jake needs to spark up that spirit though. Like, when Jake gonna stand up and fight, stand up for themselves? They ain't fight back. What are you gonna? Edomite shoot an Edomite, they say white man fight back. Jake get mass murdered, unarmed, and nobody say nothing. Everybody business as usual.
Right.
You know, at what point is Jake gonna look at it like, we the hood patrol, when we gonna stop this? When we gonna say something? We're the ones that's saying something.
Real quick, this is Proverbs 24 and 23. And you can take this in the perspective of the fact that, you know, we're going to be a nation of judges. You know, we're learning how to be judges, right? And if Jake is cowering out now and making justifications for the wicked and trying to deem them innocent, and the Lord's going to come and deliver them on the chariots and bring them to salvation and all that. Proverbs 24 and 23, it says, these things also belong to the wise. It is not good to have respect of persons in judgment. He that saith unto the wicked, thou art righteous, him shall the people curse. Nations shall abhor him.
Well, you can go through any era, any decade of time, and list the atrocities of Esau. That alone would make him guilty.
Yeah.
You know, any decade. So from whenever, we can start back at Cain. You know.
This man has been doing mischief since he came back into power, man, and before. Right. But it just seems like as we're getting closer and closer to the overthrowing of his kingdom, he's the most, man.
He said it. He quoted Revelation 12.
Yep.
He's trying to bring wrath to you. You don't have but a short time. You know, you gotta make a move. Nobody's there to stop him. You don't stop him.
This man is dropping tomahawk missiles on little girls, like the Iranian press secretary said. They're raping little American girls, and they're dropping missiles on little Iranian girls.
Oh, and they're even Palestinian detainees. You had IDF soldiers that were raping them.
Yeah.
And then guess what? When they got arrested for it, the people actually were rioting.
That's like Sodom and Gomorrah.
They were rioting that they got arrested for it.
But they gotta serve justice. They're gonna fight. They're gonna riot over justice being served.
Yeah.
That's how upside down the times are.
And then I believe that those same men, they ended up getting pardoned, if I'm not mistaken. So you're gonna celebrate men who are raping. You know what I'm saying? See, BB, he knows if he's still alive, he knows he can't see the light of day again. Cause they're gonna be on his ass. He knows he can't. If he's hiding and he's not dead, that motherfucker gotta stay where he at. He can't see the time of day again. Cause he's showing you that that's how Cain is. Cain when he committed murder, and then he turned around and lied to the Most High, the Lord put that mark on his ass. And what was the first thing he did? He started to play victim. And the Lord said, "You're gonna be a fugitive and a vagabond. Somebody that's a fugitive, they wanna run for something. It's a reason why you in hiding, because you didn't committed too much murder.
Guilty.
He know he's guilty, man.
The whole world literally hates this man.
Them niggas.
It's too hard for him to bear.
But people are celebrating that he might be back in the spirit world.
Yeah, the fact that every time you see him now, it's an AI video. Like they tried to put a new one up where he's basically this is supposed to be a video evidence showing that he's still alive, and he's in some little coffee shop getting coffee. But when you see the video, it's clearly AI. Even the cup, the way the cup is the way he's holding the cup. It's like it's glitching and all kind of shit. Come on, man.
That's a steal, but they had a video.
Come on now. That motherfucker is either in the spirit world or he's in hiding, and he can't come back up.
Or in the ICU.
Yeah.
Those arrows that Iran is shooting, hey, those arrows don't miss, man. Yeah. And then they're able to hit their targets very precisely. They penetrate deep bunkers, man. Yeah.
Cause they said he was underground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then that one I had to laugh. He was like, with the Indian guy. He was like, we have not.
They arrested that guy.
Yeah, they arrested him.
Like, we have him right here, looking at the rubble of the destruction. You don't live television said he's right here. It was a cold, what they call it? Dry snitching. Dry snitching. Yeah. So right now, minutes later, bomb.
I was thinking of it too. Spirit on that, spirit on the right.
Yeah, man.
Dog, These are Psalms 10 and 2 in the India. Psalms 10 and 2, it says, the wicked arrogantly hunt down the poor. Let them be caught in the evil plans. It's like, let them be caught in the evil they plan for others. For they brag about their evil desires. They praise the greedy and curse the Lord. The wicked are too proud to seek Yahweh. They seem to think that he is dead. Yet they succeed in everything they do. They do not see your punishment awaiting them. They sneer at all their enemies. They think nothing bad will ever happen to us. We will be free of trouble forever.
That's what they think.
Yep.
But little do they know that they're in a world of trouble. You know? They thought they was gonna just walk through Iran. They was gonna do it within a matter of days. And they was gonna be able to just forward their Greater Israel project. And they were just gonna go smoothly. And they thinking that the both sides is, you know, like, come on, man.
Esau's so proud, he can't take it to the chin. Yeah.
Right.
Verse 6, it says, they think nothing bad will ever happen to us. We will be free of trouble forever. Their mouths are full of cursing, lies, and threats. Trouble and evil are on the tips of their tongues. Yeah. I'm gonna jump down to verse 11.
This nigga said that we're setting it up for the Messiah to return. How proud could you be? All we're doing is just setting it up for the Messiah to come. That's all we're doing. We're trying to, this is how we're rolling out our red carpet for him.
We're just announcing his arrival.
You know?
On the Trump. You know that the Long English days, the jesters and all of that show up, the chancellors or whoever, the ambassadors show up, and they blow the horn, and then presenting our great king or whatever, and then he comes in, you know? That's all we're doing. Cold.
This is verse 11. It says, the wicked think Yahweh isn't watching us. He has closed his eyes and won't even see what we do. Arise, O Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai. Punish the wicked. Do not...
That's foolish as hell, right? And here it is. These devils got the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators. They got CERN portals. So you communicate through all these mediums, and you know that you're being visited. That you know that there's extraterrestrial outside life that's constantly monitoring your everyday moves and activities. For you to have that mindset.
Right.
There couldn't be anyone prouder, man. You don't think the Lord sees you, but yet you gotta have all these communications with the other dimensions. What's the Space Force then? What is that set up for then?
Esau got programs, but they got a conglomerate of psychics. You know? They ask the psychics about a question. They have the psychics answer the question for them.
Yep.
That's those witches and warlocks.
What's the name of that one project where they have a device where they can look into the future? No.
Looking glass.
Operation Looking Glass.
Yeah.
Operation Looking Glass. Where it goes into. And they use that to try to look into the future to see if they can actually try to change things. But guess what? Every time they look through there, they notice that it doesn't change. So therefore they know that they have a fate that they have to meet. You know? So it doesn't matter what you do. Like Belshazzar, him being the last king of Babylon, the Lord had to basically show him the writing on the wall. He had to show him the writing on the wall, man. Because he was ultra proud.
Yeah. Because during that feast, they had what? They had the cups, the vessels from the temple.
Yeah.
You know? They were partying.
It was in triumph mode.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, man.
This is our people. This is the spitting image of our people.
Yeah. It's done. It's done.
Whole bunch of big. This truth ain't found many.
That's not the meter page.
We need to do some quota.
Back in Psalms 10, verse 13, it's like 11. No, I'm going to go back 13. It says, why do the wicked get away with despising the Most High? They think Yahweh will never call us to account. But you see the trouble and grief they cause. You take note of it and punish them. The helpless put their trust in you. You defend the orphans. Break the arms of these wicked, evil people. Go after them until the last one is destroyed. This is Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. You said NLT. It says, when a crime is not punished quickly, people feel safe. People feel it is safe to do wrong. Even though a person sins 100 times and still lives a long time, I know that those who fear Yahweh will be better off. The wicked will not prosper, for they do not fear Yahweh. Their days will never grow long like the evening shadows.
Yeah. That was plain as well. You know, just saying the same thing. That people, they just continue to do wickedness all over the world. They don't consider that they're going to get judged for it. You know, but even though we're hazarding ourselves, sacrificing, giving up, you know, entertainment, pleasure, and whatever else that this world is trying to offer us, we give up all these things. Even though we're under grace, we give up all these things. We still, you know, it's gonna work out because there's a benefit in giving it up now. Okay. As I said earlier, it won't be a vice unto us. day comes. I think a lot of the food contaminants, based on like pork, over the past few years, you know, it was like certain, you got something?
Yeah, so Colossians 3:2. Set your affections on the things above, not on the things of the earth.
Things above are righteous things, man. The things that belong in heaven and earth. Abominations can't be in heaven. Whether it be the abominations of people or the abominations themselves.
Let me read verse 1. It said, if ye then be risen with Yahushua, seek those things which are above, where Yahushua sitteth on the right hand of Yahweh.
That's righteousness. That's why brothers bring that up on heaven and earth, because it goes hand in hand. If it's approved in the heavens, then that's what you should be doing in the earth. Okay, but what's going on down here? Nothing down here. We're the closest things, and we can't even go straight way from earth to the heavens. We still got to be changed out of this corruptible. You know, so the things of this tainted out life down here can't even reach up.
Yeah, we still need the mediator, Yahushua.
Yep.
Get the prayers answers from the Most High.
It's too corrupt, man. You know? Just imagine if we didn't have Yahushua, then we'd be through.
If there was no Most High God in Yahushua, this was like the life. Oh, this would suck.
Yeah, we'd be in captivity.
Yeah.
For forever.
Niggas still be butt naked, chains, no shoes, yoke of iron on the neck, digital yoke. So we ain't far off of that now.
Yeah, man. You know, so that's why that's another reason. You know, when the scriptures talk about, you know, mortifying your members, you know, putting off the old man, killing them off, because what does the scripture say in 2 Peter the 3rd chapter? Knowing that this world shall be dissolved, what manner of person ought you to be? So that means that you will need to have been renewed and put off the contaminations of this world, because what does it say? The unrighteous cannot inherit the kingdom. The corruptible, the unrighteous, the corruptible, they shall not inherit the kingdom. So if we didn't have Yahushua, we still be corrupted. Our people that we see out here, they're still corrupted because they don't really have Yahushua. That's why we talk about the remnant.
Those sheep don't hear the voice. That's why they don't.
Right.
That's why they hear it not.
They be over here right now if
they hear it not you because they hear it not me.
Right.
They hear it not me because they hear it not the Father.
That's it.
Having enough turmoil and violence happened in the earth already during their lifetime.
Right.
For them not to be seeking, you know, to the Lord, man. They're just not the part of the sheep, man. They can't understand the song.
And it's okay. That's the best part. And it's okay. And it's okay. You know, we get frustrated because think about it, if you fishing, all you see in the water is bad fish.
Yeah, fuck.
You get frustrated. You know, catfish. It's just all catfish, right? It is all fake, you know, catfish. It's always the bad fish that's in there. You know, let them talk. Let them come out.
This catfish is like the easiest fish to catch. Because they eat anything.
Right.
They eat anything, man. You know, when you get into the true angler, you know, you get into bass and trout, you know, small, largemouth, you know, all those different things. Because it takes specialized bait for those. You know, they're not about to just eat whatever that's about.
Certain taste, yeah.
Yeah.
That's this thing has a certain, that's why GMS is, we getting that top-notch fish, because it's a certain acquired taste you gotta have to stomach, saying it this way, GMS doctrine. Which is the strictness of the scripture, which sounds like the elect, the crown.
With Matthew 13 and 47, Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a net that was cast into the sea and gathered of every kind, which when it was full, they drew to shore and sat down and gathered the good unto the vessels, but cast the bad away. So shall it be at the end of the world. The angel shall come forth and serve the wicked from among the just, and shall cast them into the furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth.
Sound like the same analogy from Tears of the Week.
It is. It's pretty much, same thing. It's pretty much the same thing. So when you see these wicked Israelites, pass on this, or even if they come in temporarily, but then they get found out, they got wickedness, and the Lord basically spew them back out. That was the bad.
Yep, they parted from us.
They got sifted out.
They left because they were not of us.
You know?
There was no doubt how to continue with